Welcome back to Ibrox, where Rangers have beaten Livingston by 4-0, and we've replaced the Rangers captain with the manager, Michael Beale. Michael, thank you for joining us. Congratulations on the result. Was that the type of performance and result you were looking for tonight?
Well, obviously the end outcome is to get to the semi-final, which we've done. I thought in the first half I was expecting Livingston to come after us a little bit more and play with maybe a little bit more energy, but I think we were very good in possession. It was important that we spoke about changing the speed, and that's how the goals come every time we change the speed. And certainly with Abdallah's pace in behind, it was a big part of our game today, I think.
And it was a big performance from him, wasn't it? You asked him for it and he produced it.
Yeah, I think that's his 5th goal of the season now, and he's probably only started maybe 7 games. He's just turned 22, and I think there's a player in there. Obviously, he got bought for a lot of money after his Europa League run against us a few years ago, but a young boy, and it took a little bit of time to settle, but you can see the attributes he has for sure.
Michael, is that one of the things you're actually looking for now, to shift the ball quicker up? Because when you've got that low block, it becomes difficult, and sometimes if it moves slowly, it then becomes a little bit pedestrian.
Yeah, I've been really surprised by us as a team early in the season, how wasteful we've been just on simple possession. You know, there's one thing the other team taking it off you, there's the other thing you giving it away unopposed. And that was what I was talking to the group about. But to be fair to the senior players, they've spotted it as well. So at times in the first half today, we was extremely safe and just staying with the ball. So maybe that's something we're going to have to get used to in terms of in the stadium. The team want to stay with the ball and get a rhythm more. And I think with the confidence that will grow and number of attacking players we got missing that will come back will certainly make us more fluid in the coming weeks.
See the importance of Sima to the way you want to play there, because he gives you the out ball. How important is he going to be going forward?
Definitely, at times I think he's a little bit unselfish, and I thought the first goal is the change of attitude and mentality we want from him. It was a fantastic finish, and I think he might have passed that in other games. And again, it's us learning about him. He can play wide right, he can play through the middle, he can play wide left. He's been actually eye-catching in the last few games, and he's scored in big games in Europe for us as well. So I think he started his Rangers career really well, and hopefully the fans are really going to take to him as the games go by.
How much responsibility, sorry Emma, is on the players in terms of the final third? Obviously we speak about structure an awful lot of the time. How much do you throw back onto them, you know, with Tavernier putting in crosses and obviously Yilmaz down the other side as well?
Well, the key thing is for the fullbacks to provide the whip so we can overload in the middle. The goal come from it at the weekend. The thing is, Marv, we lost Ryan Kent, Malik Tillman, we've lost Todd Cantwell from tonight, Nico Raskin, Morelos, Cholak, Hadji, Lawrence. So there's a lot of players that have either left the club or are not available tonight. And we all know that if you get the ball in the final third, then you're looking for your players to go and make things happen. It's completely new relationships. I get everyone wants it just to click. The reality of being a coach and manager is you always want it to come together a little bit quicker than it does.
How is Kemar Roof and Riedvan? They both came off. Was that injury? Was it tactical?
No, Kemar has a slight problem with his groin. He felt it probably midway through the first half and probably should have asked to come off, in all fairness. So we just had that chat in there. With Riedvan, we think it's just a touch of cramp, so hopefully he'll be fine.
How big a factor is the congested fixture schedule? You know, you've got 4 wins recently and 4 clean sheets, which is great, but the players are being asked to go time and time again, aren't they?
Yeah, that's the 3rd game in 7 days. By the time we play Aberdeen at the weekend, it'll be the 4th in 10. The only thing for us is the games have been at home, but then that's very hard on our fans as well, financially, you know, to come out, and the weather's changed and everything. But it's not the schedule we make, so we have to get on with it. But if we look at the amount of injuries that will either happen in these games or the next 3 or 4 games afterwards, just things like this weekend, could our game of Aberdeen been moved back 24 hours? Because they've had the same schedule. Obviously, they had to travel out to Germany as well and have been up to Ross County tonight. So if we want to see the product on the pitch, I think we need to protect our players a little bit more.
And what about your reaction to the semi-final draw? It's Hearts at Hampden, which will be 2 games against Hearts within the space of about a week. So what's your reaction to that draw?
Obviously, Alex Lowry, our boy, went there and scored. It was a fantastic finish from Alex, and so I'm delighted for him. Obviously, he won't be able to play. So, look, I went to see him at the weekend, and I think Stephen's done a good job, and I think they've got a strong squad. And so it'll be, I think both semi-finals look like fantastic games on paper, and so it's exciting for the fans for sure.
You take nothing for granted, but it is a step closer to a trophy, which is exactly where you want to be. Michael, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you very much to the Rangers manager, Michael Beale. And